beautiful people of the internet, it's Izzy here, and I am back with another video today. This is weird because I'm not going to be reacting to anything. I did a poll on Twitter and asked you guys what you guys wanted me to do, and the three choices were crack video reactions, or my top 10 scenes, or both. You guys said both, so I'm going to make both videos. But today, this one is my top 10 scenes of Season 1 of Legacies. So, why don't we just hop right into this? And before you guys say anything, there are so many great scenes. All the actors in the show are incredible, and I'm going to do some honorable mentions before my top one, but I just want to put out there that this season was a really good one, and it was hard to just pick 10. Okay, let's just get to the first one. My number 10 was episode 2. Some people just want to see the world burn, and the scene between Alaric and Hope. For me, this scene, it was short, but it had a lot of meaning behind it. It really brought out a side of Hope that you could see that she was dealing with, especially after her parents died, and you know that she isn't perfect, that she has her moments, and you know Alaric is basically like, you know, this is your dad, I'm not gonna let this be you, I can't let that happen. And you really see, as soon as, you know, he mentions that she was becoming her father, she kind of breaks down at some point, because as much as she loves her father, that was a part of her that she didn't want people to really see.
This hatred, this vengeance. This is your father. It can't be you. I won't allow it.
But yeah, that is my number 10. My number 9. So this one, a lot of people, I felt like, didn't appreciate this scene that much. It was a scene that gave a lot of information out regarding the twins, but this is a scene that I myself have been waiting for a really long time. Throughout the entire season, I was like, when are they going to learn? What are they going to learn about the merge? So this scene between the girls and Alaric, when they're in the bedroom after the little fight that Lizzie and Josie had, Alaric finally tells the twins about the merge. So my number 9 is Season 1, Episode 15, I'll Tell You a Story, when Alaric tells the girls about the merge. Of course, beforehand, Penelope told Josie about it, but she did her research and she couldn't really find anything because Alaric had somebody tear out every page about the merge in each book, and Josie noticed it every single time she was looking through it. So when he finally told them, I was really happy about it, because they deserve to know, regardless of what they're going to feel like throughout it, but it's just something they should have known a little bit sooner, in my opinion.
When I look at you sometimes, I still see you as little girls. Riding your bikes for the first time, learning to walk, dancing on my feet. And when I look at you, I see all of that. So I was never ready to tell you.
Number 8. This one goes back a little bit. Not as far as episode 2, but Episode 5, Malivore, the scene, this is by far one of my favorite Penelope scenes, because she really shows how much she cares for Josie in this scene. I don't know why I'm tearing up. Okay, it is the scene between her and Lizzie in the gym when Lizzie's punching the punching bag, and Penelope finally confronts her about the way that she treats Josie, especially after the Honor Council thing.
Did you think to ask her if she wanted to run for the council before you assumed you'd win? You've left her with no room for herself. She spends all of her energy taking care of you. She doesn't have time for a relationship because you are a black hole of time and energy and love, just sucking it all up, never giving any of it back. Oh, she won't ever burn your world down. So I will do it for her.
Josie and Penelope's relationship is more based off hatred than it is love, but their hatred for each other shows how much they love each other. Does that make sense to you guys? Because it makes sense in my head, but like the hatred that they have combined with the love that they have is a perfect relationship. If you don't have mistakes, if you guys don't have fights in a relationship, are you guys really in a relationship? That's my opinion. But yeah, that was my number 8, because it's just, you really see how much Penelope cares about Josie. Even though she broke up with her, you still see how much she cares about her. So this scene is between Alaric and Hope. Again, a lot of my scenes, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of my scenes have Hope and Alaric in it, because Danielle and Matt's chemistry together are just incredible, and I love them in the scene together. Okay, anyways, I got off track. Okay, so my number 7 is in episode 7, Death Keeps Knocking on My Door. This is the episode with the necromancer where Hope goes into like his subconscious, and needless to say, he's trying to convince her that she's not okay with what her father did and that she's not at peace with that her father's died. My favorite scene from that episode, and my number 7, is the scene between Alaric and Hope in the office where Hope says, "You are not my father." To me, this is the breaking point for Hope, because as much as she loved her dad, Alaric has really been there for her, and to me, he is a fatherly figure to her. And it took her a second to realize it. It took her to the end of the season to realize it. This scene was really a breaking point for Alaric in a way, because you can see that all Alaric wants to do is help Hope, but Hope's mind is being controlled by the thought of, the traumas that she's been through, especially with her dad, her mom, and just that thing, and she hasn't been able to speak her mind. She hasn't been able to, it's one of my favorite scenes between them two, because it really defines their relationship in a sense of whether they're fatherly, that he's doing the right thing by being a father to her, or if he's doing the wrong thing because he is indeed not her father.
So let's just talk about the ways in which it could torment you. Starting with your dead mother, ending with your dead father, and how about all the ghosts of all the people that you killed in between, huh? I can't believe you would do this.
Don't do that! You don't like that I broke your rules as a headmaster? Fine, punish me, but don't you dare play disappointed dad because you are not my father.
Oh.
Number 6. Guys, you guys know I am not a big fan of Hope and Raphael together. I have made that clear in many videos. Many. But this scene between them in episode 13 after Landon died was the one scene that I literally teared up for with them in it, because you could see that their common love for Landon brings them two together in a sense of sincerity. What I'm trying to say is that they both lost someone they both loved deeply, and they put all their differences, all the feelings that Raphael had for Hope, he put aside, and they hugged each other. This scene deserves an award. It was incredible.
Raph! Landon wouldn't want this! He wanted us to be better. Give him that respect.
You said I wanna see the world, and I said.
So a lot of people might get on me for this being my number 5. It was heartbreaking in the sense of the story behind it, but it wasn't necessarily the one to make me cry. Episode 14, let's just finish the dance, the scene where Hope finds out that the dress she was wearing was given to Caroline by her dad. So the story behind this is, in the Vampire Diaries, there was, I think it wasn't Miss Mystic Falls. I know that it was like a ball or something that Caroline got invited to, and Klaus gave her a dress to wear, and she wore it. And then later on in Legacies, Lizzie gives Hope the same dress without the knowledge of knowing where it comes from. And so as soon as Hope finds out about the dress, she breaks down, because Hope has been holding in her feelings, holding in everything she's been going through for as long as she can remember, probably since, you know, her parents died or even before then. And she realized that it's okay to let go, especially with the hug that happened between her and Lizzie. She's like, it's okay to let go. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to confront these feelings that I have inside of me.
We're leaving the two all alone.
And it was a good scene, but it's not one to make me cry, you know what I mean? So that was my number 5. My number 4, Caleb and MG's relationship kind of reminds me of Damon and a Lark in a sense. So MG's father was like, no, I don't want you anymore, like, you're a demon, go away. And MG was like, you know, I have nobody anymore. I don't know who else can do this, blah, blah, blah. And that's why he lashed out and he killed Landon. But in the car, Caleb was basically telling them that no one else but you and me know what we're going to go through. So let's do it together. You're my family. We're going to do this together and we're going to be okay.
Maybe they'll come around. Maybe they won't. But hear this, brother. I'm your family now. Me.
If I had somebody like that, I'd be so grateful. So that's why I think this scene is so touching to me, because family is everything, whether or not they're biologically your family or if they're family, but they're friends, you know what I mean? So that scene really touched my heart. Okay, I think you guys know what my number 3 might be. Okay, so this scene, episode 6 of season 1, Mom Be Dearest, Joe says goodbye to the twins. So this episode is probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire season, solely on because Joe was a huge character for me, especially in the Vampire Diaries, and I've always wanted her to meet the twins. So that was that. But also because it was a huge role, like a huge episode for Kaylee and Jenny Boyd, who play the twins. That scene was shot at the beginning of the day. Kaylee was saying this on her live, was shot at the beginning of the day. They had never met. Jody, who plays Joe, they had never met. I can't vouch on this, but I'm pretty sure they've never met before. And Kaylee said it was literally one of the most heartbreaking scenes. So when you're able to dig yourself into a scene with somebody you've never met before, but you know the knowledge on the story, you deserve an award. This scene was captivating for me. Captivating.
Oh, my beautiful girls. You are everything that I could have ever wished for. Everything. Be good to each other. Fight for each other. When you're older, you'll understand what I mean.
Okay, number 2. You guys might be shocked that this is my number 2. Penelope's goodbye. Guys, this scene was heartwarming, yet heartbreaking at the same time. For me, Josie and Penelope's relationship has been rocky throughout the entire season. And for me, I just wanted closure for the relationship, whether they're going to be together or not. I hope they get back together because, you know, Posie. Like, this says Posie. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. But it says Posie. And it brings out, like, everything that Penelope did throughout the season. It makes sense after she says what she says. One day, you will understand why I did everything I did.
One day, you will understand why I did everything I did.
She convinced Lizzie to win the game so Josie would put herself first and risk sabotaging it instead of thinking of what her sister wanted to do. Episode 5, she confronted Lizzie. Episode 6, she kissed Josie so Josie would put her feelings before her sister's, because if she kissed her back, That means Josie wasn't really thinking of Lizzie, but she was thinking of herself. One day you will understand why I did everything I did. Josie's like, oh shit, this might be my fault at some point in this, and she felt disappointed, and that's why she went off on Lizzie, because she disappointed somebody and she hated it. Instead of hating herself, she hated Lizzie. Okay, before we get to my number one, I'm gonna throw in some honorable mentions. So, here you go.
Dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind.
I hate you.
'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
I wanted you to stay, because I love you. Oh, wow.
You didn't mean to say that last part, did you?
No.
I'm sorry, I was so awful. I'm sorry.
I'm glad to know you're with me, but I look forward to the day when you're not. I love you, Hope.
I had a crush on you. And I had slipped a note into your room that morning, and I don't know, I just really immediately regretted it, but I couldn't get in by then.
You built a school for me and Josie, and it was so beautiful. And we were safe and loved.
My number one scene of season 1 of Legacies. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The scene between Hope and Alaric at the end of the season finale. This is the part where you tell me I'm proud of you. Guys, I kid you not, if you watched my reaction, you saw the tears falling down my face. This scene, for me, was heartfelt, and it brought Alaric and Hope's relationship full circle. Their father and daughter relationship was shown in this episode. You can see how much Hope cares about Alaric and how much Alaric cares about Hope. That even though this was going to hurt him, Alaric did what Hope wanted because this is what she wanted. She literally was like, I'm right. I'm right. This is the only way this is possible. This is the only way we can get this done. And Alaric's like, yeah, as much as it can kill me, she's right. This is the only way that anything is going to change.
This is the part where you tell me you're proud of me.
You know I'm proud of you. You know it.
It was probably their best scene of the entire season, just between the two of them. Like, Matt is an individual, and Danielle is an individual. It was probably their best scene. Those are my top 10 scenes of Legacies Season 1. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys. I'm not going to say that because I never continue that. I'll see you guys next time with my crack video. Yeah, probably my crack video or my reaction to Cloak and Dagger Season 2, Episode 1. But yeah, bye.